Hey, Bounce Nation, it is take two for the day. You got me all my grungy, touch my face, been at Disney and Costco today mode. So we're going to get into Corona testing, COVID-19 testing, and why it's prone to errors. Let's take a look. Okay, so things are happening. President Donald J. Trump just went online on TV and had a little conference when it comes to um, the coronavirus hysteria, ridiculousness, as I call it, the hoax. And again, so what I'm going to get into today is of my own pure opinion professionally. This is not to be taken as any medical advice. If you have any questions, concerns, comments, please see your medical provider. Okay, you guys like that? I had to put in that disclosure statement. Okay, which is Anthony Beck 101. Believe yourself after you've done your research, not just me or any other source. That's it. Okay, so that's it. Do your own due diligence. Okay, so one of the cool things, is look what I got today from Germany. Now, you ladies, you have those red soles. This is one of my custom tailored shoes. I actually designed it and they made it for me. I went ahead and got red on the inside. That's exactly right. All the way from Germany, full grain leather. It's amazing. I should lick it. Oh man, maybe I'll get some coronavirus from Germany since the. Oh, it's so reckless. Anyways, aren't those pretty? So I have some other ones coming too, but this was one of my casual wear. Rock it with some jeans and some cool little stuff. But yeah, so this is a one of a kind shoe. Just came in from Germany, 9.5 US. All right. So I was excited. That just came home when I just came. So today, you guys know, like I told you, I went to Walt Disney World. I went over to Hollywood Studios to celebrate with my little princess Aria turning 7 years old today. Then I made the run to Costco. Woo, man. You know what? It actually wasn't all that bad, truth be told. No, I didn't buy toilet paper, but if you know how Costco works, it's at the back where the paper towels are. So I did go ahead and buy paper towels in case I really had to get down on, my butt. People, that's so funny. This toilet paper thing is blowing my mind. Anyways, there were people that were still going back there. I saw this one lady giving her husband the baruffle bite look. She didn't have any toilet paper. Oh my goodness. This is not a cocktail. This is just unsweet tea. A little oolong infusion with my lovely ice cubes that come from my reverse osmosis system, remineralized and structured water on demand ice cubes. These are the best cubes ever. Anyways, hey, if you guys want to learn about how to master your water and what filter systems and stuff I use, you should check out the water module in Balance Protocol Enviro 2.0. So you can go to programs.balanceprotocol.com and get Balance Protocol Enviro. Anyways, those ice cubes are amazing. All right, so here's what we're going to do. So I had a very highly productive day. I'm getting ready for all my preceptees who train in my Balance Protocol Institute preceptor program are coming to town. So I had to go stock up on some grub. I got some nice pork belly. Tonight I'm making some pizzas from scratch. Anyways, COVID-19, that's what we're here for. Okay, let's talk about the testing, guys. So here's the deal. One of the things I want you to do is understand about this testing stuff. And at the onset of this, everybody wasn't really talking about testing, right? But they're saying these are these confirmed cases. Well, there was a lot of cases that were confirmed in the absence of testing, but I have a problem with the testing. Here's the reason why I have the problem with testing. Because I looked into virology and testing many, many years ago, okay? 2002-ish. And I've had some great conversations and studied with people in the HIV equals AIDS hypothesis world, because it's a hypothesis. It's not true either. So one of the guys is a doctor His name is Dr. Kerry Mullis, okay? And he won the Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 1993 for inventing the technology that we use to do this test, okay? And what I'll do is I'll just kind of bring you up a little video. If you guys want to go learn about this, you can head over to YouTube. And that's not it. Let me show you which one I'm trying to sequence. Let's see here. Nope, that's what I'm going to show you in just a second. Wait till you see that bad boy. Okay, so let's see here. I didn't queue up all my content for you guys today, so let's see. Nope, that's not what I want. Shrink that down. Come on now. Oh, that's interesting. Very interesting. Wonder why that's not showing up. YouTube has been really weird for me. I think they're watching me, telling you guys what's up. You know what I mean? They really can. Anyways, you can go to, no, I got to pull this up. Sorry, guys. Bear with me here for just a second because I got to show you some stuff on here. I'm wondering why it is not showing you. There it is. Okay. What in the heck? Okay. So this is Kerry Mullis. All right. And you can actually go to YouTube and you can look up this video right here. Kerry Mullis' Eureka Moment. And he's talking about how he came up with the testing polymerase chain reaction. Okay. So basically the lowdown of that is they take a particular sample and they check it for some DNA. And what they do is it's a way of making replicate copies by using different reagents and amplification and radioactive kind of fun stuff. And boop, 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 boop. So that way they can amplify it and say, hey, okay, well, this genetic material was there. But here's one of the interesting things to give you the context of why I don't like PCR just by itself all the time. Now I use PCR testing on stools for all kinds of my patients because you guys will send, not me, but your stool to the lab and they will test for certain, using PCR identification of bacteria of what kind of good and bad bugs you may or may not have in your stool. Okay, so we do that to correct the GI, okay? But anyways, I'm going to see here if this will play, and I don't know. So if you're watching this video and for some reason the algorithms in Facebook and YouTube are so artificial intelligence now, like I did this morning, I had a little clip of something that played on Instagram through, of course, fair use. And what ends up happening is they detect it and they censor it. So this may be censored, but basically what it is this is an interview of that doctor who got the Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 1993 for the invention or discovery, or whatever you want to call it, of PCR, which we use as a test today as part of the COVID-19 test kit. And here's having an interview with Gary Knoll. If anybody knows Gary Knoll, he's a badass. But anyway, so this is what he says, so we're going to see if we can, if this will come through.
There was a time when I first started asking questions. All I wanted was, where are the papers? Just tell me the papers that you read that convinced you that HIV was the cause of AIDS, because I need to reference those papers in some of the, I was working on a test for HIV with PCR.
Okay, so basically it's an interview. And so the doctor, Nobel laureate, who invented the test for this that's used for the HIV test that is supposedly for detection of a virus, okay, says very clearly that it does not, that it's a fallacy, that his invention has a inability to actually do that. You're just looking for a particular part of a genome. So like for instance, when it comes to COVID-19, right? Which is, remember, you guys know, it's SARS-CoV-2, okay? So this is supposedly some branch off of that. But so the SARS-CoV-2 has over 30,000 nucleotides to it, okay? So those are the building blocks of DNA and RNA. So the thing is that it only targets, the test for this COVID-19 test is only targeting 100 nucleotides. That's it. Okay, so it's looking for those. And so the thing is those nucleotides can be shared with other air quotes, viruses, okay? It is not specific. It's not. It can even be confused with other bacteria, for crying out loud. So what happens is you go to a facility, because the media and everybody is saying if you have fatigue or difficulty breathing, a little cough, oh my God, it's COVID-19. I have coronavirus. I'm going to go run and get tested. They're telling you not to do that. The president and all his team just told you don't do that. If it's, you don't. And that's my opinion too. I don't think anybody should get tested. You know why? Because it's just going to give a whole bunch of false numbers. Okay? And so the upshot here is that if you have symptoms, stay home and chill out and rest and get over it. Just like the 50, 60 some thousand people who have. What's the tally going on? Let's just take a look at the ticker. Let me do a little refresh here and let's see where we're at for today. Kabam and boom. Okay, so 100. It's up in China. Okay, so 137,000 total confirmed. Now again, that's not. I don't. That's not a confirmed. That's assumed. They're calling it confirmed, but in other videos I talked about how it's not a true confirmation. Okay, it can't be because of this test. Even of the ones that are. I'm going to get into that more in just a second. Only 5,000 deaths. And again, I'm not being mean, only 5,000. Okay, what I'm doing is I'm going to keep sticking to the sobering comfort effect of you guys have to understand that tens and tens and tens and tens of thousands of people die from other supposed viral diseases known as the flu. This is not those same flus, okay, because they're not the influenza A or B category. Anyways, the upshot is we have to compare and contrast this. It's kind of like saying, okay, we have hurricanes and tornadoes. All right. So we have, category 5 or an F5. In other words, the bottom line is we can compare devastating effects of hurricanes and tornadoes. Okay. That's all I'm saying when it comes to this. But what I want to show you on here is, remember, 69,000, almost 70,000 have recovered. Okay, so see the things go up, the deaths go up a little bit, but look at the recovery, far more. Okay, it's sustaining more than 55% are recovering. That doesn't mean 45% are dead. It's just they're still kind of ill. So you're going to see these numbers shift like that. Now, over in the United States, the tally as of right now, so we have 1,268 cases. Okay, so you can come over here, you click this, kablam, and so we've had 33 deaths. Okay, 31 were in Washington. Okay, I was going to make a little funny comment about that, but you see where I'm going with that? Okay, so the upshot is people are recovering, and it's not that big a deal. These numbers will uptick in the next coming weeks, but it's not going to go and woo to millions. Not a chance. Because even the CDC and all the representatives associated with tell people that this is a very mild illness. People have a little fever and get over it. Again, if you get a fever, don't fight it. Let it run its course. That's your body's own intelligence wanting to uptick and deal with these viral particles. Okay? It's your body just doing that. Which is why the thing is then your body will then learn how to fight this particular protein particle and create antibodies, which is why we don't have a serology test readily available out there, which has its fallacies too, because they're not isolating it. This particular disease has not matched, okay, the Cook's postulates that I shared with you guys the other day. It just hasn't, all right? So it doesn't even really qualify. But what is it? It's something, okay? But let me also tell you what it is. A lot of false positives, okay? And there's just so many rabbit holes I could go down when it comes to all this other kind of fun stuff. I don't take this seriously at all. Put me on record. I think it's a joke. These numbers are so pathetic, I can't even believe it. Compared to other pandemics, according to other illnesses and things like that. Go look up how many people died today from cancer, from heart disease, and doctor error, the 3 leading causes of death in the United States. Go look it up. Okay? It'll crack you up. Okay? Whew, those are pandemics. Obesity, diabetes, all this stuff. All right, so here's the upshot. Let's get into the actual test because I want you guys to understand what's going on. All right, so this is what it is. Here's the training for us doctors. Okay, so this is from the CDC, the 2019 novel coronavirus. Okay, emergency use only, instructions for use. I didn't make up this PDF. Okay, effective February 4th, 2020. Okay, so here's all the things on this. Hey, I'm on Facebook, so be quiet. All right, guys, so here's what it is. So what's the intended use? The CDC real-time PCR diagnostic panel, okay, is test intended for the presumptive qualitative detection of nucleic acid from the 2019 N novel COVID in the upper and lower respiratory specimens. Okay, so basically what they do is they take a little cotton swab and they stick it in your nose and they try to grab some of these particles, and then that's what they go and do this PCR amplification test on. Okay, so the results are for the presumptive identification of the 2019 novel COVID RNA. Okay, now remember, this is RNA. This is not detecting the presence of these little viral things that you guys are seeing on TV. It's not what this test is intended for. Okay, I wonder if you knew that. Okay, it's generally detectable in the upper and lower respiratory specimens during infection. Positive results are indicative of active infection, but do not rule out bacterial infection or co-infection with other viruses. Well, ain't that something? Well, ain't that something? Should I take a look at that again for you, Balance Nation? Let's take a look at that one more time. Okay, second paragraph of the intended use. Okay, positive results are indicative of active infection with 2019 nCoV, but do not rule out bacterial infection or co-infection with other viruses. Hey, did I show you guys my new cool shoes I got from Germany today? That's how silly this is. This is why I think this is funny. Okay, because now people are going to be running to do these tests and running them over, and it's not even a specific test. It's not going to tell you that you really have it or not. It doesn't confirm it. It tests for some things, as we say. Okay? Now, let's keep reading. The agent detected may not be the definite cause of disease. One more time. The agent detected may not be the definite cause of disease. Okay, so listen, just in case you're just tuning in, I want to circle this back. This is from the CDC, and this is doctor education stuff, okay? This is the diagnostic stuff that we're given when we want to know how we're supposed to deal with this crap, okay? Okay. It also says negative results do not preclude 2019 nCoV infection and should not be used as the sole basis for treatment or other patient management decision. Negative results must be combined with clinical observation, patient history, and epidemiological information. Okay? Anyways, I want you to understand the point. Okay? It's a fallacy, in my opinion. Again, don't believe me, go do your research. This is from the fda.gov/media, and you can find these things out. You can grab these for you guys yourself. It's not like only doctors. We have like special access, like we're real estate agents on the MLS or something, okay? So here's another really cool thing about this. Let's take a look at this. Okay, so you know how there's been some scuttlebutt about where it came from? And those dirty rat SOBs in China are trying to say that the United States Army did that. Well, when you start messing with my military people, I'm going to come at you like a spider monkey, okay? Talking to a guy who has a doctorate in Oriental medicine, okay? I'm steeped in traditional Chinese medicine, culture, and their methods, okay? Nationally board certified. So that gives me the right to talk crap about China. They are a filthy country. They are communists. And these people that are dying over there, I don't believe that they're dying from the stuff. This is my opinion. You can go conspiracy theory or whatever. But they have a history of killing millions and millions of their own people. Okay? They go and rip people out of houses. Believe me. They have one president. He's president for life. She is life. That's it. Okay? And you want to trust anything that comes from them? And their numbers, give me a break. But let's look what the CDC and the international community says about this nonsense, okay? An outbreak of pneumonia of unknown etiology in Wuhan City, Hubei Province, China, was initially reported to the World Health Organization on December 31st, 2019. Chinese authorities identified a novel coronavirus, because we've had coronavirus before. This is a novel, which means new-ish. So coronavirus is not new, but this one is new. So when you play new, the word new, it's semantics. Okay, which has resulted in thousands of confirmed human infections in multiple provinces through China and exported cases to several Southeast Asia countries and more recently the United States. Cases of severe illness and some deaths have been reported. Okay, so listen, it came from Wuhan. So all those liberal progressives who want to give people a hard time for being xenophobic, for stating the facts of where things come from, you could just put it in your pipe and smoke it, okay? It's because in China, they eat some whack stuff. They mix dried rodents and bats in with live, wet, chopping chickens in the markets. And these proteins, known as viruses, I'm air quoting again, get into the food supply. And these kind of things can be replicated and made in the body, okay? But they're not necessarily those little balls with the little pokey things. If you want to get more into that, study microzyma, Google that, and somatid cycle, and Google that, and then get into Beecham's work versus Louis Pasteur's work, and you'll start to get there. The reason why I don't get into it a whole bunch, because it'll just take the narrative off of what you guys need to understand here, and that is, there's no there, okay? It's not going to go crazy. We don't even have 2,000 deaths yet. Even when if and when we get to 5,000 or 10,000, which I wouldn't be surprised. That's nothing. Okay? I'm used to annual numbers of other disasters being 50 to 60,000 in a little short season. It's not 12 months, by the way. Okay? So this isn't like going crazy. And it's not gonna. It'll be gone by May. Keep marking my words. Okay? So, anyways, back to the CDC information because I want to give you guys information, okay? It basically talks about how it is and so forth and so forth, principles of the procedure, how it gets this kind of stuff. And this is a very exhaustive, breakdown of the preparation and the testing process and how to mix it. And then now you need all these reagents to combine it and to amplify it and collect it and send it off. Okay, so this is the reason. There's tons of tests out there. There's no shortage of that kind of stuff. But getting it to other little cities that don't normally stock these things, that is an issue. This is all the equipment you need: a vortex mixer, a centrifuge, pipettes, multi-channel micropipettes. Those are those little things you think and stuff. Cold blocks because you got a temperature control for it. You got to have all these kind of molecular grade water, nuclear release, and some bleach concentration. Then you have to have this DNA Zap, which is this company's going to be making a ton of money. So if you want to look into that, you could probably buy on the shorts on that. Fisher Scientific, you need those. Okay, so that's my stock tip of the day. So you need all these things, okay? And so basically it walks you through how to wash it and prep it and do all these other kind of fun stuff, store your reagents, handling, and all that kind of jazz, okay? Then, when to send it to the CDC, all the different controls. This is the way to do it. This is all, doctor lingo and, assay setup and all the stuff that you need, the amounts. And basically this is the recipe. And this thing is long. And then how to put it into the software. Obviously, it's Windows based. Look at that. Good gosh, look how old that is. That's unbelievable. It reminds me of anyways. Okay, so this is what I'm going off of, right? So, but the upshot is this. I wanted you to see by the directions of itself of the testing method that it is not definitive. It is not highly accurate. It could be other viruses. It could be other bacteria. So why even bother? That's the take home, Balance Nation. That is the take home, okay? So chill out. Keep breathing through your nose. Keep getting in the sunshine, okay? It's very antiviral, by the way. So that's what I want you guys to understand. Okay, I shall be the calm in amongst the storm. Okay. Now, if I'm wrong, I'll admit it. Okay, but I'm right 98% of the time. Why? Because I do my due diligence first. I never come off half cocked. I don't know it all, but I know how to go and find out what I don't know. Okay, and so what I want to do is teach you guys this stuff while everybody's out there telling you to act upon the false presupposition that this stuff is not what it is, and they're selling you supplements and telling you to do all these things. Yes, you should have better hygiene anyways. Okay, of course you should wash your hands. I mean, man, do we really have to do all that? Get into that mess? You guys should know all that. You should learn it in grade school. Okay, but all this running to the market and buying hand sanitizer and toilet paper, geez, and then everybody trying to make this a political thing. You can safeguard from all that kind of fun stuff by just having common sense. And the difference here is I at least want to show you where to look for the information. Notice I haven't shared any, and because I've been looking at these ones too. The conspiracy theory ones and all the other kind of fun stuff, right? Those are fun. But here's the deal though. None of that really matters. It's noise and confusion in the info space. And what I want to do is I just want to show you guys this stuff. After I post this video, I will post a link for this document so you guys can have that too. I'm even gonna do the work for you. Okay, so if you guys have any questions or comments, go ahead and post those now. I'll field those before I get off because I gotta go start working on some stuff for tonight's festivities. Christine Bacon says, so pretty. Yeah, you like my shoes? They are pretty nice. See that little red soul touch? Oh man, that's nice. Hold on a second. I got to get some volatile organic compounds. I got to sniff in some VOCs, you guys. Oh my God, what am I going to do? My brain just got rocked. I just took in some toxins. Anyways. Working at urgent care and everyone is freaking out. Helen, Bianco, if you're working urgent care, bless your heart. Much love to you. I hope you have your appropriate eyewear on as you work that shift. And go outside and get some fresh air. But yeah, they're freaking out of nothing. Shane, live stream is being interrupted every 20 seconds and needs a refresh to resume. Yeah, they throttle me. I don't know what that's all about. I have a 400 megabyte per second connection here. I am wired with shielded Cat 6 connection. I don't use Wi-Fi, so it's not my speed. It's Facebook's speed. April, hey, darling. Robert Hunt says China needs a ASS kicking for this Wu flu. That's exactly right. You know what this really means? If you haven't already figured it out, this is proof that we need to detach from the globalists. We need to freaking kick China to the curb, right? You need to tell them to tsutni ma. Okay, that's the F word in Mandarin. Tsunima. Anyways, tell them to F off, right? So anyways, you want to make sure that you realize that this is why we don't need to be attached to their economy, okay? We need to bring manufacturing of the drugs and big pharma. I know, I'm not people have said, well, you're an agent of big pharma. Jesus, never even owned any big pharma stock. But we need to bring that back to the United States. We need everything back here on our soil. Thank goodness Trump made us energy independent. Could you imagine if we didn't have that during this hoax? Anyways, somebody here, they didn't want to share their identity, says, not only do I wash my hands, but I wipe my own butt too. Mama taught me well. That's exactly right, okay? But if you should always wash after you wipe, okay? It's just precautionary. Kendra Dow says, hi, Anthony. What's up, Kendra? My boy Nora says, Facebook didn't even notify of the live. I know, listen. Hey, you guys, if you guys need to come in here and make sure that you follow me, okay? And I'm working on doing that stuff. I shift on the fly, and I throw this up, and I don't want to have this schedule and all this production stuff. So I don't know how to give you notifications. I do the best to kind of post and let you know. And what I want you to do is turn on notifications, right? If anybody can solve that and help me out, see, there's something Dr. Beck doesn't know. I don't know how to increase viewership or acknowledgement, but it's totally true. Even my lovely wife Abigail, she is not ever notified when I go on either. So I don't know what the heck's going on. Maybe because it's a free platform. Nora also says, if people are not in the best of health and are not aware of you and living in balance, and we can't educate in the days or even weeks, they also shouldn't do anything to boost the immune system, fast, vitamin C, or anything. These are questions. Actually, here's my deal. I'm not opposed to vitamin C, okay? In little doses, okay? But these things, it's kind of a fallacy on it boosting or supporting the immune system. It doesn't quite work like that, okay? It has its place. I will tell you though, fasting, water fasting, never dry fast. There's no upshot to dry fasting, okay? Your body detoxes and autophagies and all that kind of fun stuff in a fluid environment. Anyways, but fasting, as soon as you start getting symptoms, boo, you just start a fast, water only. So that way the body doesn't have to put that metabolic economy and energy into transforming things that aren't you into you. Okay? So I do recommend that. Ever before I travel, I fast. Okay? The day before, because it does make your immune system more acute and is a very beneficial thing. Okay? So that and all the other things that I teach in Balance Protocol. Okay? Fresh circulated new air. Okay? With low to no particulate count. You can learn about that in programs.balanceprotocol.com. And then you get sunshine. That's it. Let's move, air, sunshine, hydration, sleep, and of course, if I didn't, talk about light, I think that I'd have a couple people like Robert Hunt and Shane Lewandowski kick my virtual butt. Okay, so yes, light hygiene, that's important also. Okay, so all those things. Yeah. Okay, Joel says he got a notification. Well, that's good. Is your private forum up yet? The Facebook replacement? Nope, it's waiting to be launched. Waiting for that to come here. Catherine Schwartzbaum. That's one of the best names ever. Hey, Doc, watching you from cloudy California. Knowledge is power. Yes, it is. So bring your folks over. Make sure you guys, after these things, I'm shooting it to YouTube. I'll come back and I'll post it in this thread so you guys can share that. But you should go to YouTube and subscribe and get the notifications. So if you ever missed one of these where I can't answer your questions, you'll at least get a copy of it. YouTube.com/balance protocol. YouTube.com/balance protocol. Okay. I'm waiting for you to start. No, I'm so sorry, man. We'll get that unlocked for you tonight. I will not forget. I'll make sure that goes out there. Dr. Wasserman says, crap, fever 99.2 last 12 hours, normally 97 at the time. Fatigue, malaise, nobody knows. Testing, I don't give a blank what they call this virus. Doing the Balance Protocol, except I don't know if AB recommends whiskey or tequila at night. I lean on the whiskey at nighttime. I like a little bit of that. If I'm a tequila, I like sunshine. I don't like to drink tequila when the sun's down, right? That's how that works. Okay, Balance Nation, that's all I got for you. Hope this makes sense. I will put a link to this real-time PCR diagnostic panel, COVID in 19 testing stuff, so you can educate yourselves and see that. So here's the thing. Here's my message to you. You don't need to go get no daggum test. Stop it. Don't feed the flames of this hysteria. It's crazy. If you got any of those silly little symptoms, stay home. That's what you do. Chill out, rest, all the things that I just said. Okay? All right, Balance Nation. Love you bunches. Remember, live life in balance, and I will see you again soon.